Serena wants to know, what surprising effects can divorce have on your health?
I think that this is one of the most shocking things to us, is that really divorce has not only short-term implications, but really long-term implications. And things like heart disease. Heart disease is huge when it comes to divorce. Studies show that people that are divorced are at higher risk of heart disease, and that between men and women are actually at an even higher level of risk.
Really?
Yeah, and the reason that they think that it might be is because of the stress. Stress causes inflammation, and those high levels of stress and anxiety that women in particular are dealing with are the long-term effects of those kinds of things are heart disease. So it's why it's so important to just, again, when everything else seems like it should take priority, to really make sure that you're putting
But when
your
you're
health
anxious,
first.
you can't sleep.
That's
you don't
right.
eat very well. You drink too much.
Yep.
I mean, those are all the things that happen when you're just anxious, sort of anxious. When you're
Exactly.
really anxious,
Yes.
I mean,
And
all
when
of
you're-
those things must be magnified.
Yes, when you're in that kind of chronic state of feeling so anxious. And you mentioned sleep problems. That's huge. That's a big one that comes up. Insomnia is a big one, or even just sleep disruption or having nightmares. All of those things are really common. And there are things that you can do to help yourself sleep better. And those kinds of things include things like making sure that you're quitting caffeine after 4 p.m. When you go to sleep at night, quit screens. I know that everyone's looking at their phones and their iPads, just quit all that. Try and get to sleep, get a nice routine. And one of the things that I found most surprising is actually not all the things that you do before bed, but actually when you first wake up in the morning. Studies show that if the first thing you do when you wake up is expose yourself to natural light and get outside and move around a little bit, it indicates to your inner clock that this is morning time,
Oh,
it's time
really?
to get going, and that actually helps you sleep better at night.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
it's not even just the things that you're doing at night, but also the things that you're doing first thing in the morning.
That's great.